The Starlight, a human exploration ship that Tom insists looks like a cosmic toaster, stumbles upon a lush planet bursting with life. The crew, led by Captain John, who's allergic to indecision, finds the Vara intelligent but primitive aliens who wield sticks like they're auditioning for a caveman talent show. With big eyes and nimble hands, the Vara are curious but lack anything resembling Wi-Fi or a decent dictionary. The crew debates contact versus stealth mode. John, ever the pragmatist, sees the Vara as potential galactic interns. Emma, the scientist, warns that meddling might turn their culture into a cosmic reality show gone wrong. Tom, the engineer who once tried to upgrade the ship's coffee maker into a karaoke machine, thinks humanity could make the Vara the coolest kids in the galaxy. They vote to spy with drones, which Tom dubs paparazzi bots. Days pass, and the crew marvels at the Vara's vine-woven shelters, which Tom claims he could sell on Etsy. But disease and tribal brawls hit hard. Think Game of Thrones with extra mud. John, itching to play hero, clashes with Emma's no-playing God stance. By the end, John sneaks a drone to drop a healing salve near a sick Vara kid, who bounces back. The crew cheers, but Tom mutters, "Great, now we're the galaxy's pediatricians." The crew lands near a Vara tribe, stepping out like cosmic rock stars. The Vara, awestruck, probably think the Starlight is a giant shiny fruit. John, Emma, and Tom use gestures, and a translator Tom swears is one glitch away from reciting poetry. The Vara's leader, Lila, a wise female with a knack for side-eye, greets them warily. The humans share tools and water-purifying tricks, which Tom pitches as Vara 2.0, now with less dysentery. Lila's tribe thrives, but rival tribes get jealous, brewing drama spicier than Tom's homemade spaceship chili. Emma notices the Vara mimicking human slang, Tom's fault for teaching them, "Yo, what's good?" and frets about cultural erosion. Tom, undeterred, tries to teach them math, claiming, "Numbers are the universe's universal tick-tock." A rival tribe attacks, thinking the humans are playing favorites. The crew zaps them with non-lethal stun guns, which Tom calls intergalactic timeout sticks. The Vara start worshipping the humans, and Tom grins, "I always wanted to be a deity, but with better hair." The Starlight crew dives into uplifting the Vara, teaching them farming, writing, and machines that don't require Tom's duct tape expertise. The Vara learn fast, building homes that Tom claims scream HGTV special. Lila translates human knowledge, though she rolls her eyes at Tom's interstellar TED Talk vibe. Some Vara, led by a grumpy young male named Kale, resist, calling human ways fancy sky nonsense. Emma sees their myths fading, especially when Tom tries to replace a Vara legend with the epic tale of the Wi-Fi router. Tom's solar-powered tool, hyped as the Swiss Army knife of the cosmos, malfunctions and zaps a Vara's tail. Kale uses the fiasco to rally anti-human sentiment, muttering about sparkly human junk. John insists uplifting is humanity's duty, but Emma snaps, "Duty or ego trip?" The part ends with Kale stealing a human gadget, which Tom laments as "my baby," kidnapped by a furry hipster. Kale uses the stolen communicator, Tom's chatty walkie-talkie, to demand the humans skedaddle. The crew is stunned that Kale figured it out faster than Tom setting up his VR gaming rig. Emma argues the Vara are evolving too fast, losing their vibe to humanity's greatest hits. John defends the uplift, saying, "We're cutting their suffering, not their soul." The Starlight becomes a debate club, with Tom suggesting they solve it with a galactic bake-off. Lila's tribe builds a school, but Kale's faction torches it, calling it Human Propaganda Central. The crew learns Vara biology doesn't love human meds, causing side effects like glowing toes. Emma's guilt spikes, while Tom shrugs. Glowing toes are a vibe. John tightens tech-sharing rules, but Tom sneaks Lila a new gadget, whispering, "It's basically a cosmic fidget spinner." Kale's faction plans a bigger rebellion, and Tom groans, "Why can't they just chill with some alien Netflix?" Kale's faction, armed with hacked human tech, attacks outposts with Vora-style flair, like catapults launching stun grenades. The crew uses stun weapons, which Tom dubs naptime blasters, to avoid bloodshed. Lila's tribe splits, with some joining Kale, fearing human overlords. Emma finds the Vora's brains are rewiring from tech exposure, joking, "Great, we turned them into sci-fi nerds." John realizes the uplift sparked a Vora civil war, muttering, "This wasn't in the captain's manual." Tom confesses to giving Lila the gadget, and Emma snaps, "You're like a kid handing out firecrackers." The crew considers bailing, but John insists they fix this mess. Kale captures a drone, cracking its code while Tom wails, "That's my drone, son, stolen by a tech-savvy raccoon." Kale's attack dents the starlight, grounding the crew. Lila and John push for peace, but Kale's faction, now rocking human tech like it's alien cosplay, dominates. Emma discovers the Vora's biology is going haywire, with some turning into angry glow sticks. She blames the uplift, while Tom insists, "Evolution's just got a new playlist." John questions if humanity's playing God or just bad babysitters. The crew repairs the ship while teaching Lila's tribe non-tech defenses, like Varafu combat moves. Kale's forces hit hard, but Lila's tribe holds them off with tricks Tom calls Kung Fu with extra sass. A shaky truce forms as Kale agrees to talk, but only if the humans take their shiny toys and buzz off. In tense talks, John admits humanity's screw-ups, offering to leave but promising to snoop via satellite, Tom's cosmic nanny cam. Lila says the Vora can't unlearn human tricks but want their roots back, joking, "We'll keep the math, ditch the slang." Kale agrees to peace, but threatens to yeet any leftover human tech into a volcano. Emma crafts a cure for the Vora's glowy side effects, and Tom cheers, "No more disco toes." The crew leaves, planting a stealth satellite. Years later, the Vora blend their culture with human know-how, building a society that Tom claims deserves its own sci-fi flick. John, retired and sipping cosmic coffee, wonders if they played God or just passed the torch. The Vora launch their first rocket, and Tom, watching via satellite, toasts, "To the stars, you magnificent furballs." Decades after the Starlight cruise departure, the Vora's planet hums with activity, looking like a sci-fi convention run by eco-conscious furballs. The hidden satellite, Tom's cosmic nanny cam, beams data to a human outpost where John, now a grizzled retiree with a beard that screams space philosopher, monitors their progress. The Vora have skyscrapers woven from vines, solar panels that double as art, and a university where they debate humanity, saviors or cosmic meddlers. Lila, now an elder with a sharper side-eye, leads a council blending Vora traditions with human tech. But trouble brews. A Vora scientist, Zuen, discovers the satellite and accuses humans of stalking us like intergalactic paparazzi. Tom, visiting the outpost to upgrade its vending machine into a smoothie bar, laughs. "They caught us creeping? Respect." Zuen, a spiky-haired Vora with Kale's old rebellious streak, broadcasts a message demanding humans return to explain themselves. John, Emma, and Tom, now a trio of galactic old-timers, board a new ship, the Stardust, which Tom insists looks less like a toaster, more like a disco ball. They land to find the Vora thriving but divided. Zuen's faction wants to cut all human ties, while Lila's group values the blend of cultures, joking, "Your math saved our crops, but your slang gave us headaches." Emma, ever the worrier, notices Vora kids wearing human-style sneakers, muttering, "We've turned them into cosmic hipsters." Tom, thrilled, tries to high-five a Vora, who stares at his hand like it's a math problem. The tension escalates when Zuen reveals they've reverse-engineered the satellite into a signal jammer, threatening to block human contact forever. John, stroking his beard, admits, "We meant to guide, not spy, but we flubbed it." Emma uncovers a new issue. The Vara's tech boom is draining their planet's rare minerals, risking ecological collapse. She snaps, "Great, we gave them our tech and our bad habits." Tom, undaunted, suggests a solar-powered Varapalooza to brainstorm fixes. Lila organizes a planet-wide summit where Vara factions debate fiercely, with one elder yelling, "No more human gadgets until they send us better coffee." John proposes a deal. Humans share sustainable tech to restore the planet's balance, and the Vara allow limited contact to exchange ideas, not control. Zuen, skeptical, demands a Vara-led project to prove their independence. Tom, grinning, hands over plans for a self-repairing eco-drone, calling it the Roomba of Redemption. The Vara build it with flair, adding vine patterns that Tom swears belong in a galactic art gallery. Emma's tests confirm the drones stabilize the ecosystem, and Zuen, softening, admits, "Maybe you humans aren't total space clowns." The summit ends with a treaty. The Vara join a galactic council as equals, not protégés, and humans vow to respect their autonomy. Lila gifts John a Vara-crafted sculpture, saying, "You sparked our flight, but the stars are ours now." Tom tries to teach the Vara a victory dance, only for them to outdo him with flips that leave him wheezing, "I'm too old for this." Back on the Stardust, John reflects, "We didn't play God, we just lent a ladder." Emma nods, adding, "And they climbed it their way." Years later, the Vara send a message to the Council, inviting humans to their first interstellar festival. Tom, now running a cosmic smoothie empire, toasts via hologram to the Vara who turned our meddling into magic. The story closes with a Vara ship, vine-wrapped and glowing, docking at a human station, proving the galaxy's big enough for both their dreams. Years after the Vara's interstellar festival invite, their vine-wrapped ships buzz through the galaxy, docking at stations like cosmic food trucks. The Galactic Council, a chaotic mix of species debating trade and asteroid parking rights, welcomes the Vara as the newest members. John, now a council advisor with a beard that could host its own ecosystem, monitors their integration from a station Tom calls Space Starbucks. The Vara, led by a grown-up Zen, now sporting a mohawk that screams "Rebel with a Cause," propose a trade network for their eco-drones, which Tom markets as the galaxy's greenest Roombas. But a new wrinkle emerges. A neighboring species, the Krillux, squid-like traders with a knack for haggling, accuse the Vara of stealing human tech to outcompete them. Tom, sipping a smoothie he claims is 75% stardust, snorts, "Stealing? They just borrowed our homework and aced the test." The Krillux, with tentacles that wave like they're conducting a grumpy orchestra, demand the council ban Vara tech, claiming it's human cheat codes. John, Emma, and Tom are summoned to mediate, arriving on a Vara ship that Tom insists smells like a forest had a glow-up. Zone defends their innovations, showing off drones now powered by bioluminescent algae, which Tom dubs Disco Roombas. Emma, squinting at the Krillix's complaints, uncovers their real issue. Their own tech, clunky gas-powered rigs, can't compete with Vara efficiency. She mutters, "They're mad we gave the Vara a Tesla while they're stuck with a gas guzzler." John, stroking his beard, suggests a tech-sharing summit to level the playing field, but Tom whispers, "Let's just not mention my smoothie blender patents." The summit, hosted on the Vara's planet, feels like a galactic county fair, with vine-wrapped stalls and Krillux slurping algae smoothies. Tom's idea, naturally. Zun unveils a joint project, a hybrid drone blending Vara ecotech with Krillux durability, which a Krillux trader grudgingly calls not terrible. But tensions flare when a Krillux envoy, waving a tentacle like it's filing a complaint, accuses humans of seeding chaos by uplifting the Vara. Emma snaps, "We didn't seed chaos, we just handed out cosmic Legos." John, calming the room, admits humanity's uplift sparked unintended ripples but argues, the Vara built their own castle. Lila, now a revered elder, limps in with a cane carved from starwood, joking, "You humans gave us a spark, but we lit the bonfire." A rogue Krillix faction, unimpressed, hacks the Vara's trade network, causing drones to malfunction and spray glitter instead of water, a prank Tom calls a sparkling war crime. Zun, unfazed, leads a Vara team to fix the glitch, turning the glitter into a festival light show that even the Krillix applaud. Tom, grinning, tries to join the Vara's celebratory dance, only to trip and land in a pile of glowing algae, groaning, "My smoothie empire deserves better." Emma's scans reveal the hack was a test. The Krillix wanted to gauge Vara resilience. She quips, "They passed, but we're still on cosmic probation." John proposes a galactic co-op. The Vara and Krillix share tech under council oversight, ensuring no species gets left in the cosmic dust. Zewin agrees, but only if the Krillix stop, tentacle waving like it's a galactic tantrum. The Krillix, after tasting more of Tom's smoothies, sign the deal, muttering, "These drinks are why we don't invade." The Vara and Krillix launch a joint fleet of eco-drones, stabilizing trade routes and earning Tom's nickname, the galaxy's janitors. Back at the council, John reflects, "We didn't play God. We just opened the door to a louder party." Emma adds, "And they brought their own music." Years later, a Vara Krillix station orbits a shared moon, hosting a market where Tom's smoothies sell out next to Krillix squid cakes. Zuen, now a council rep, sends John a message, "You humans meddled, but we're neighbors now." The story ends with Tom, blending smoothies on the station, toasting, "To the galaxy, where everyone's a little weird and nobody's alone."